Good afternoon, and welcome to Big Z Sports' presentation of high school softball. Today, in this IVC matchup, the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets host the Garaway Lady Pirates. Today's game is presented by Keim Home Center, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing. Now, let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
Welcome out to Conotton Valley. Joe Geckler and Adam Soweski here for high school softball action today between the Garaway Lady Pirates as they make the trip here to Bowerston to take on the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. And our presentation brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Keim Home Center, and Right Mark Roofing. And Adam, a beautiful day, believe it or not. We were scared. We were talking this morning about, man, is it going to get rained out? We thought it was. The rain forecast did not look good at all. And you said, I think it'll be canceled early. We don't have to worry about it, and then we touched base earlier this afternoon, and we're like, nope, we're good to go, I think, and the rain's gonna cross our fingers and maybe go around us, but a nice night for some high school softball against two really good teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the seas, they just kind of parted. It parted around the area we needed it to be clear in, so it's always good whenever you got two good programs and we have it on the schedule, so you want to see those games and you want to be able to come out and watch those games, and you hate when weather dampers that stuff.
Absolutely. After the nice 3 or 4 days that we've had this week of weather, and I was down at Indian Valley last night to do Indian Valley Dover. Beautiful night. A little warm, believe it or not. I'm not going to complain, but a little warm, but it was a beautiful night. Two really good pitchers here tonight. Audrey Miller for the Garaway Lady Pirates, and of course Maddie Kelly for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Great pitching matchup as well.
Absolutely. You got Maddie Kelly on the one end of the spectrum, obviously upperclassmen, and then Audrey Miller comes in as a sophomore, so underclassmen, but they're both performing very well this year. So I'll be interested to see how the pitching matchup goes tonight.
Absolutely. And of course, coming up after our next time out, we're going to talk with both head coaches, Dennis Koschmieder for the Garaway Pirates and Jeremy Blaniger for the Conotton Valley Rockets. That's coming up in our In the Dugout segments, brought to you by PAC Drilling. That's after this time out. You're listening to Big Z Sports with Claxon Communications.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Wendy's fully refreshed taco salad is the perfect salad for those who hear the word salad and say, I'd rather have a taco. Because this salad isn't just a salad. It's as if a taco and a salad had an on-again, off-again situationship that got him on a reality TV show for tacos and salads that are in love. What I'm trying to say is Wendy's taco salad has tortilla strips, zesty dressing, and a whole lot of chili. For a fresh take on a classic, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Garaway head coach Dennis Koschmieder, presented by PAC Drilling. Coach, the Lady Pirates are coming off a heartbreaking loss on Tuesday to Tusky Valley, 3-2 in walk-off fashion. Looking back, how do you feel the ladies played in that game?
Well, we played excellent for 6 2/3 innings, and it was a fluke play. We had the third out and the ball hit a rock and ricocheted off our second baseman's mask. And I just think Tusky Valley's living a charmed life right now, because it just within 3 minutes we went from what we thought was a sure win to a loss. So it is what it is. But Tusky Valley is a very, very good team. We played well with them, and those are the type of teams like Conotton Valley tonight that we want to play because we want to get better. And so the girls responded well after that at practices, and it's gone and over with, other than you bringing it up here. But yeah, but we'll learn from that. We will.
Coach, your ball club is sitting at 11-5 on the season. How do you feel the season is going as you head towards the tournament run?
Yeah, I feel like the losses we've had chances to execute a little bit better. We're in every one of those games. We've won the games that we should have won, and we played well in the other games, and that's all we can ask for. I'm glad teams like Tusky Valley and Conotton aren't in our division. We don't have to worry about them, but playing them and seeing the really good pitching that both teams have really is going to help us once we get in the tournament.
Coach, Conotton Valley is in the way today of a win. What do you know about them, and what do you expect from them here today?
I expect them to, well, they're the number one team in the state, first of all, and you don't just get that ranking for looking good. They're a good, solid team, and they have one of the best pitchers in the area. So we have to make contact with the ball, put the ball in play. But if we sit there and we strike out a bunch, we're going to be in trouble.
You may have just stole the thunder from my last question here, Coach. The three things that have to happen today for the Lady Pirates to knock off the Lady Rockets on their home turf.
Yeah, well, we've been playing defense, and we need to bring that today. Defense is what's the key. Our pitching with Audrey Miller has been very good. She's been our big game pitcher, and we haven't used her against the weaker teams in the conference. So her record would be better than what it is right now. But still, her having a good game and good defense are the two main keys. And then, like I just said, we're going to have to put the ball in play. When we have struggled, it's been because our offense is striking out, and those are easy outs for the defense. A lot of times you play teams like this, their defense kind of falls asleep because they're not used to getting a lot of balls. And we are working on that, on things to do to put the ball in play, and we'll see if it works today.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck, and as always, have fun.
All right, thanks a lot, Joe.
That was Garaway head coach Dennis Coach Meter, presented by the PAC Drilling. Joining me in the dugout. Coming up next, I'll be joined in the dugout by Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger right here with Big Z Sports.
Football fans, get ready. Hi, this is Noah with Big Brothers Big Sisters. The NFL Big Draft Party is happening Thursday, April 24th at Shenanigans in Dover from 7 to 9 p.m. Join us for a night of fun, prizes, and great food, all in support of Big Brothers Big Sisters. Enjoy the Mentor Green Drink, exciting giveaways, and Dine to Donate fundraiser, where 10% of proceeds help local youth mentoring programs. Plus, sign up as a mentor and score a Big Brothers Big Sisters football jersey. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars. April 24th at Shenanigans in Dover.
Located right off 39 east of Sugar Creek Cartage Company is a family-owned and operated business since 1953 and are looking for qualified Class A CDL flatbed drivers. They offer competitive pay and great benefits like paid family insurance at no cost to employees. At Sugar Creek Cartage Company, they are big on family comes first, and you are more than just a number. Contact Ashley Rodocker Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30 at 330-852-2213. Go Pirates!
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger, presented by PAC Drilling. Coach, the Lady Rockets are sitting at 16-1 overall and 12-0 in the IVC. As we come down the stretch heading towards the tournament, do you feel your club is playing the best softball right now?
I think we improve a little bit each game. There's always little things that we need to make adjustments on, but we've done a pretty good job this season making those adjustments moving forward.
Coach, when we have a team like this and you have a team that's sitting at 16-1 like we talked about, how hard is it to keep them focused on one game at a time and not looking ahead?
Honestly, it's been pretty easy this year. Our whole philosophy is it's a one-game season, so every game is our season, and we just play one game at a time, and where we end up is where we end up.
Coach, the Garaway Lady Pirates make the long bus trip out here to Bowerston. What do you know about them, and what do you expect from them here today?
I don't know a whole lot. I mean, they got solid pitching, and obviously their girls are hitting the ball, they're winning ball games. So it's like every other opponent. You're just gonna have to shut it down.
Finally, Coach, what are your 3 keys for the Lady Rockets to knock off the Lady Pirates and defend your home turf?
Oh, we're just going to need to play defense. That's the key. Defense, everybody says, wins games, and it's just the way it is. And of course, we're going to have our bats, and we get our bats going, have the defense, and, pitching's a big part of it too. So pitching's got to be on point too.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck and have fun.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
That was Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger joining me in the dugout, presented by PAC Drilling. Coming up next, the Wendy starting lineups and first pitch of the Rockets and Pirates right here with Big Z Sports.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley. Joe Geckler, Adam Soweski here for Garaway and Conotton Valley. Just about ready to get underway here with the first pitch, and we'll get to our Wendy starting lineups here in just a moment as Maddie Kelly is going to deliver the first pitch. It's going to be low for ball number 1. Take a look at the Wendy starting lineups. First for the Garaway Pirates, number 7, Krista Miller. She leads off in center field. Second baseman, 28. Kayla Miller, she's at third base, batting second and batting third. The shortstop ball is driven up the middle for a base hit by Krista Miller on the 0-1 pitch. So first hit of the ball game for the Garaway Pirates comes off the bat of Krista Miller. Now Kayla Miller going to step in, the third baseman. And on deck is True Tango, the shortstop, and she wears 13 for the Garaway Pirates. Batting cleanup, number 12, Audrey Miller, the pitcher, and the right fielder, Kylie LaCroix, she bats 5th. Get to the rest of the lineup here just shortly. They tried to bunt it, and it went into the catcher's mitt for strike number 1. Kayla Miller trying to lay the bunt down, try to get the runner over. But nice hit there by Krista Miller.
Yeah, Krista Miller. Maddie Kelly it was a great pitch, good location. Krista Miller just did a better job at the plate hitting the ball.
No balls and 1 strike now to Miller. Kelly delivers, tries to bunt it again. It bunts it foul back here to the screen. Count going to be no balls and 2 strikes. Defensive alignment real quick for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Miley Gallagher in left, Ariana Spano in center, Lily Booth in right, Jenica Frutig at third, Brooklyn Kelly at short, Braxton Nielsen at second, Ava Williams at first, Lila Williams doing the catching, and, of course, Maddie Kelly in the circle today for the Rockets. Now the 0-2 pitch, going to be high and back to the screen. That's going to get the runner all the way back up to second base as Krista Miller advances on the wild pitch.
That'll make the Garaway coaching staff happy because they were trying to advance that runner using the bunt. Couldn't get the bunt down. Pass ball works the same way.
Absolutely. Now she can kind of get a swing away. She's behind in the count, though, is Kayla Miller. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Frutig in shallow from her third base position. Looks like she's going to try to bunt again. Now she pulls it back. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 1 here in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, Maddie Kelly does a great job changing locations with her. Obviously, she throws hard. Uses the rise ball a lot, which is what that last pitch was. Creeps him up in the zone. It comes in, chest level. Looks like it's a hittable ball, and then it scoots out of the zone. It's very difficult to hit.
Now Kelly's first pitch to the freshman, True Tango, going to be a strike. True Tango. Where's number 13? Bats from the right side. She is the shortstop for the Lady Pirates today in the third spot in the order. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Big thing coaching staffs do when you face a pitcher like this, you don't need to make that the full power swing. It's amazing what just contact will do because the speed of the pitch is actually going to do all the work for you.
No balls, 2 strikes to Tango. Now the pitch from Kelly. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 2 here in the top of the first. Going to bring up number 12, Audrey Miller, the pitcher today for the Garaway Pirates. She's only a sophomore. Very young team for the Lady Pirates. Dennis Koshmeter's first year back. Runner on second, and that's Krista Miller. She'll be out down low for ball number 1.
Yeah, you talked about how it's a very young team and the success they've had thus far this year. You know, some coaching staffs might think that it's happening a little quicker than they expected.
Fouled back at the plate. Count runs even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Garaway comes in at 11-5 on the season. You know, they come off a tough loss on Tuesday night to Tusky Valley in walk-off fashion. Ellie Wallach with a walk-off Little League home run, as we call it. 1-1 pitch going to be driven out to right field, and that ball is going to drop down for a base hit. That's going to get a run in as Audrey Miller hits second. Now she's headed to third. And now she's going to stay right there at third base as an RBI triple for Audrey Miller. Gets the Pirates on the board here. Top of the first, 1-0.
Yeah, Audrey Miller did a great job just putting the bat on the ball, and the ball did all the work after that because it fell just inside fair territory, and it looked like it took kind of a crazy bounce off the turf. Right fielder had a rough time coming up with it.
Lily Booth out there in right field trying to play a crazy bounce, and it worked against her. Looks like it's going to be down in the strike zone to Kylie LaCroix, the right fielder for the Lady Pirates. She wears 53. She's in right field today and batting 5th. Nadia Pope on deck. She's a designated player today for the Lady Pirates. 1-0 pitch going to be high for ball number 2.
Yeah, again, Maddie changing location, starting low and in on the first pitch, and then she tried to go out and high on the second. Unfortunately, when the batter doesn't chase, those are ball locations.
Swing and a miss for strike number 1. The count now 2 balls and 1 strike to Kylie LaCroix. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Garaway on the board early, 1-0 against the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Swing and a miss. The count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Nadia Pope on deck for the Lady Pirates with Zoe Jump in the hole if they can get to her.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed or not, Joe, but if you see LaCroix's hands on the bat, definitely following what you need to do here. Choked way up on it, shorten that cut.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 3. But the Pirates jump on the board early with a 1-0 lead. And after a half inning, Garaway 1, Conotton Valley coming up after this with Big Z Sports.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
As a parent, a high school sports season can be exhausting. From traveling to games, eating on the run, getting to bed late, and oh yeah, still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind, and there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum Watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
Bottom of the first inning, back out here at Conotton Valley High School. 1-0 Garaway leads. We'll take a look at the windy starting lineups for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Number 10, Brooklyn Kelly at shortstop. She leads off. Batting second, number 9, Braxton Nielsen. She's at second base. Batting third, number 2, Ava Williams at first base. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, number 14, Maddie Kelly. She's in the circle. Number 12, Lila Williams bats fifth and is catching. Number 6, Jenica Frutig playing third base and batting sixth. Number 4, Miley Gallagher batting seventh and left field. Number 1, Gretchen Rowley. She's a designated player today, batting 8th and batting 9th in center field. Number 3, Ariana Spano, and not batting but the flex player today, number 17, Lily Booth. Again, Kelly, Nielsen, Williams, Kelly, Williams, Frutig, Gallagher, Rowley, and Spano. And our flex player today is Lily Booth in right field. That's a look at your Wendy's starting lineups. Now the defensive alignment we'll get to in just a second for the Garaway Lady Pirates. But again, you have Audrey Miller in the circle today for the Lady Pirates as Brooklyn Kelly steps in. Garaway leads 1-0 here, bottom of the first. First pitch, just high and outside for ball number 1.
Yeah, obviously Miller wants to do exactly like Kelly, work it around the zone, keep it off the center of the plate. try to stay out of that bat path. You don't want to give up those big hits.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Strike called, evens the count at 1-1. Defensive alignment for the Garaway Pirates. Zoe Jump in left field, Krista Miller in center, Kylie LaCroix in right, Kayla Miller at third, True Tango at short, Addie Kaufman at second, Clay Glazier at first, Sophia Connor behind the plate, and, of course, Audrey Miller in the circle as she gets strike two, swinging on Brooklyn Kelly now as Kelly in the hole at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Audrey Miller actually looked like she missed her spot on that, but Kelly chased, so she's done, no harm done.
Dugout's alive over there for the Lady Rockets, as you can hear them in the background now. Miller gets her pitch and delivers. Swing and a foul ball right into the net here, right in front of us.
Yeah, it saved our lives.
Yes, it did. The other night over at Dover Park, we had a ball literally just clear the fence and hit the top of our, it would have hit me on the top of the head. You know, it hit the tent. Thankfully, we had it, and now the 1-2 pitch. Just outside for ball number 2. Count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll get into some draft talk here in a little bit when we get caught up on things. Now the break-even pitch. Swing and a foul ball as Kelly stays alive with fouling it off back to the screen.
Yeah, good job by Kelly with 2 strikes. You don't want to put it into the umpire's hands, so if it's close, at least put a bat on it and live to see another pitch.
Now the 2-2 pitch again from Audrey Miller. There's a change-up in off the turf. Runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Braxton Nielsen on deck for the Lady Rockets with Ava Williams in the hole. Now the payoff pitch. Just high and outside for ball number 4. And Brooklyn Kelly gets on base with a walk. She does have some speed down there at first base. I would expect to see her run pretty quick.
Yeah, so she's got some wheels. She'll be gone in a flash.
Having glove issues. Both catchers having glove issues tonight.
Both catchers are now onto their backup mitts.
What happens if they run out? Do we just call the game? Or
I don't know. I have to go borrow one from the baseball players, I guess.
Oh, boy. You imagine trying to catch a softball with them catcher's mitts? Braxton Nielsen stepping in. Takes the first pitch and dribbles it to second base. They get they overshoot the shortstop. A nice job by the left fielder out there, Zoe Jump, to back up that play, but the second baseman, Addie Kaufman, just overshot the shortstop, True Tango, and that's going to be an E4 on the play to allow both runners to get around as Kelly gets around to third and Nielsen up to second.
Yeah, Brooke Kelly's speed obviously caused that because of her getting to second base so quick. It caused Kaufman to kind of rush that throw that ended up in left field.
Now number 2, Ava Williams, the first baseman, steps in for the Lady Rockets with runners on second and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Going to be fouled at the plate. Nice job by the catcher, Connor, to corral that just in case. Feel like I'm in school with my head down.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to talk to Eddie Marsh out here, see if we can't get a chunk of this cut out.
Ground ball to the shortstop, Tango. She fields and throws. Got her at first, out number 1, but a run does score as Ava Williams grounds out to the shortstop to knock in Brooklyn Kelly from third base, all tied at 1 now. 6-3 and an RBI for Ava Williams. Going to bring in the pitcher, number 14, Maddie Kelly. Runner on third with 1 out now in the bottom of the first. Tie ball game, 1-1 between Garaway and Conotton Valley. Kelly tried to check her swing and could not. Now she's in the hole now at no balls and 1 strikes. Big thanks to our sponsors, Tuscross Insurance Agency, Keim Home Center, and Right Mark Roofing. Joe Geckler, Adam Soweski, and the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios today out here in Bowerston. Now the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be dribbled to third, picked, and throw on to first. Great job there by Kayla Miller as she fires on to Glazier for out number 2, but a run does score now as the Rockets take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, the Pirates, they did. It's early in the game. You just let those 2 runs. Obviously, you're going to need to score more than 1 to win this game. Just get the outs when you can get them. Now the base path's empty. Get the third out and get back to the plate.
Absolutely. As Lila Williams, the catcher, steps in. She bats from the right side with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Swung on and fouled off right in front of us here So 2 ground ball outs. Knock in Kelly and Nielsen. Now Lila Williams steps in. Out off the first pitch, down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Outside corner, strike number 2. Now in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Jenica Frudig on deck with Miley Gallagher in the hole for the Lady Rockets, who lead 2-1 here, bottom of the first. Now the 0-2 pitch. Outside corner, strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 3. But the Rockets get 2 runs on 2 ground outs. And after 1, Conotton Valley 2, Garaway 1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Don't miss the buy one, get one free paint sale April 21st through 26th at Keim Home Center and Keim Mount Hope Hardware. Transform your indoor and outdoor spaces this spring with best look interior and exterior paints. Our experts are here to help you make the selections you need to bring your project to life. Visit us at both Keim Home Center in Charm and Keim Mount Hope Hardware April 21st through 26th for our buy one, get one free paint sale.
Top of the second inning out here at Conotton Valley. Joe Geckler, Adam Soweski in our Heart Stars Quality Housing mobile studios. Big thanks to our presenting sponsors all spring long, whether it's softball, baseball, track and field as we have tonight,
yes,
Adam.
Yeah.
The Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Keim Home Center, and Rightmark Roofing. A little bit about is it the Bell invite?
Yeah, the Dave Bell Legacy Invite, obviously a longtime head coach, or one of the track coaches at Indian Valley. He'll actually still be there. But the Booster Club, they kind of got together and did that to just honor the time he's put in coaching at Indian Valley.
If you want to check that out, you could swing over to our YouTube channel and check that out. We'll have the coverage there for the invite on our YouTube channel. First pitch into Nadia Pope for strike number 1 as Pope, Jump, and Sophia Connor are the first 3 up here in the first and the top of the second inning for the Lady Pirates. No balls, 1 strike, now the pitch. Strike 2 called on the inside corner now. No balls, 2 strikes to Nadia Pope, the designated player for the Lady Pirates.
If we had 1 extra crew, Joe, we could have the Garaway softball team, the Garaway baseball team, and Garaway's actually participating at the Dave Bell Invite. So we would have had Garaway's all 3 of their spring sports covered on one night.
You know what we could do? We could just go back and forth and see if we can, baseball, strike 1,
yeah.
softball, ball 2. Hopefully there's not 2 hits at the same time. We're in trouble.
Yeah.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and out number 1 here in the top of the second inning as Nadia Pope comes up empty on her hack there at the fastball down the middle. Now Zoe Jump going to step in.
Like I said, big thing for the Pirates. They just need to shorten their swings. When you face a pitcher like Maddie Kelly, you just let the bat do the work. Just shorten it up, put the ball in play. You'll be amazed what happens.
First pitch swung on and missed by Zoe Jump. 3 strikeouts, make that 4 strikeouts on the day for Maddie Kelly already. 4 of the 6 outs are strikeouts. Now the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike number 2. Sophia Connor, the catcher, on deck for the Lady Pirates. Now the 0-2 pitch to Jump. Low and outside for ball number 1.
Want to give a shout out tonight to the Sugar Creek Cartage Company for jumping on board and supporting this broadcast. Trucking company right outside of Sugar Creek there. Obviously, not everybody could use hauling, but if you do, give the Sugar Creek Cartage Company a call.
Count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Zoe Jump, the left fielder for the Lady Pirates. Nice crowd on hand here tonight at Conotton Valley. Beautiful facility.
Yes.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out number 2 here in the top of the second inning. Going to bring up number 00, Sophia Connor, the catcher. I believe, if I remember correctly, Connor is a freshman. and she does a nice job behind the plate for the Lady Pirates.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of youth on the team.
Yeah, she is a freshman. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 freshmen on this team.
Wow.
Yeah. As Sophia Connor takes a strike there. No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2 as Connor in the hole now at no balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here, top of the second. Garaway trails Conotton Valley 2-1. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out number 3. And that's 4 straight strikeouts now for Maddie Kelly. And after 1.5, Conotton Valley 2, Garaway 1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
In downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Building owners, how well do you keep your roof maintained? At Rightmark Roofing, we offer our Bullseye Maintenance Program to building owners to help keep your roof healthy. This includes our 21-point inspection that examines all the essential areas of your roof that require year-round maintenance, a detailed report on the health and status of your roof, priority service that moves you to the front of the line, and discounts that reduce the risk of expensive repairs. Give us a call at 330-275-0088 or visit our website at rightmarkroofing.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley. Bottom of the second inning, Conotton Valley leads 2-1 over the Garaway Lady Pirates. Big thanks to our presenting sponsors tonight and all spring long, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Keim Home Center, and Rightmark Roofing. Joe Geckler, Adam Saweski in our Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Good to see Jordan Hartzler a little bit ago. Peeked his head in the tent, said hi to us, and he's over watching his boy Brody play baseball right behind us. And good to see Jordan stop in and say hello. We appreciate all he does for Big Z Sports, and whether it be football, basketball, baseball.
We're in his studio.
Yes, we are in his studio. He built this for us. Strike call to the first batter, Jenica Frutig.
Like I told you off air, Joe, I think that both Maddie Kelly and Audrey Miller, they're both doing a great job moving pitches around. The Rockets in the first inning weren't able to barrel anything up, but they were able to put balls in play. Miller's doing a great job hitting her spots.
She just hit one right there to make it no balls and 2 strikes now to Frutig, the third baseman. Wears number 6, bats from the right side. If I remember right, she played first for him last year. Now she's over at third. Oh, did she swing?
Ooh.
And she did. She went around. Strike 3 called, or strike 3 swinging by Frutig. That's going to be out number 1 here in the bottom of the second.
She did everything she could to stop it, but that bat had a lot of movement to it. So
yes, it did. And her wrists aren't that strong to stop that bat from swinging. It had some momentum to it. That's going to bring in left fielder Miley Gallagher. She steps in, wears number 4, bats from the right side. First pitch from Miller. Fouled off at the plate for strike number 1. So the draft last night, I know you watched a little bit of it over at Shenanigans, right?
Yes.
And so, I kind of anticipated the Browns doing what they did, honestly. I'm not a Browns guy, and you're not either. You're a Steelers guy. I'm a Bengals guy. But, we saw that trade. I thought it was a good trade for them.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously – oh, good thing that yellow thing's there. Was I talking about taking it off?
Yes, you were.
I think that, they gained another first-round pick next year from the Titans, so, that's obviously going to help them a little bit. The bulk of that trade was basically exchanging locations the rest of this draft, not losing any more spots. So
now the 0-2 pitch swung on and right back to Audrey Miller. She puts a glove on it, pops out, and then fires on to first to Kalea Glazier for out number 2. That put out goes 1-3 if you're scoring at home. Out number 2 now as Gretchen Rowley steps in for the Lady Rockets. As Jacksonville trades up to the Browns at number 2. The Browns get that second pick. Jacksonville's probably not going to be very good next year.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that's going to be a high pick, and they're kind of looking at a good quarterback class next year. So Browns may be shuffling the deck a little bit.
Just trying to set the table.
Fouled off at the plate as Rowley gets a piece of it. But, of course, the Browns pick at 33 and 36 tonight early on in the second round. So, and of course, there's one quarterback out there that did not get taken in the first round last night like everybody expected. But I hope they steer clear of him.
I would say that nobody locally really wants. So.
No. Now the 0-1 pitch. Outside corner, strike number 2. You happy with who the Steelers selected?
I am. They have to look at somebody to obviously Cam Hayward. He's been in the league for 37 years, so I mean he's gonna retire eventually. So
Yes,
they got to get somebody to replace him.
Now the 0-2 pitch to Rowley. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 3 here in the bottom of the second. And after 2, Conotton Valley 2, Garaway 1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net. Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors, Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley. Top of the third inning as Kalea Glazier steps in for the Lady Pirates. She swings and misses the first offering from Maddie Kelly. Now in the hole at no balls and 1 strike. Back to the top of the order after Glazier, you'll have Krista Miller and Kayla Miller. And True Tango if they can get that far. The 0-1 pitch. Outside and low for ball number 1. Count even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Maddie Kelly doing a nice job. 6 strikeouts already on the day. Fouled at the plate. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. She struck out 4 in a row.
As a hitter, just fouling a ball off gives you that confidence because it tells you that you've got it timed up. Now you just got to get a little bit more of the barrel on it.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, out number 1. That is 5 straight strikeouts for Maddie Kelly. Back to the top of the order now. Number 7, Krista Miller, the center fielder. She got a base hit to center field right back where it came from. Her first plate appearance. She advanced to second on a wild pitch and scored on a triple by Audrey Miller. Swing and a fly ball down the right field line, and that is going to be foul. Just got around on it to try to flip it over the first baseman's head to get on base and just went foul. Kayla Miller on deck. Again, True Tango in the hole if the Pirates can get to her. Now the 0-1 pitch. Could be down low for ball number 1. Count even now, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, top of this Pirate order, they didn't have any trouble putting the bat on the ball, putting it in play to make something happen in the first inning.
1-1 pitch. It's going to be driven to the second baseman as she comes up and makes the catch. Braxton Nielsen, nice play out there from her second base position for out number 2. It's going to bring up number 28, Kayla Miller. She struck out her first time up. So 2 outs here, top of the third inning. Conotton Valley leads 2-1. It'll be high for ball number 1.
And we're definitely in the midst of a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel right now.
Yes, we are, for sure. 2-1. We saw that last night down at Indian Valley between the Braves and Tornadoes on the baseball diamond, and that one actually went to a word I don't want to say, but some free baseball.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, strike number 1. Now 1 ball and 1 strike to Kayla Miller. True Tango on deck for the Lady Pirates.
You just wonder when the small ball is going to start.
Going to be high for ball number 2. It'll start as soon as the Pirates get a runner on base. If I know Dennis Kochmeter very well, he's True may have to square around and bunt. She may not want to, but she may have to. But that's one thing Kochmeter does. He plays the small ball with the best of them. 2-1 pitch, swung on and popped up. First baseman get to it. Nope, it's on the roof as you hear it clank off the first base dugout. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. When you were coaching, obviously you coached all the way up with Sarah to high school. Did you play the small ball aspect? I think that's a great.
And you know what's funny? I tell this story all the time. I got beat by it so many times by Strasburg as we were coming up through. I said, you know what? If it's going to beat us this much, I'm going to start using it.
2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3, and out number 3. Smart man right there. As we are done with the top of the 3rd inning. And after 2.5, Conotton Valley still leads 2-1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Big moments are coming. Are you ready? If you need sponsor banners, graduation programs, or yard sale signs, the East Central Ohio Print Center has you covered. Visit ecoprintcenter.org. And if you've got a new driver in the house, East Central Ohio ESC offers flexible driver's education with in-car training and online options. Scholarships are available from signs to steering wheels. The East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is here to help. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley. First pitch to Ariana Spano, who's leading off for the Lady Rockets, down low for ball number 1. Spano back to the top of the order with Brooklyn Kelly and Braxton Nielsen, the first 3 to hit here in the bottom of the 3rd. Swing and a miss, strike number 1 as the Lady Rockets lead 2-1. Fast-paced game. We're about 25 minutes into the game, and we're already into the bottom of the 3rd. That's a pretty quick mover.
Yeah, you know, that's it's an easy telltale of how well both these pitchers are throwing right now.
Would you rather see, we talked a little bit off the air there, would you rather see a pitcher's duel or a 12-11 game?
I'd rather see a pitcher's duel because you really I like seeing manufactured runs, and that's in a game like this, that's what you have to do. You have to manufacture. You have to put stuff together, make things happen. Base stealing is it's a hot commodity in a game like this, and then of course the bunting.
Now the 2-2 pitch to Spano. Strike 3 on the outside corner, and Spano gets caught looking for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. We were talking about small balls. We went to break there. You like the bunting aspect. I grew up in Cincinnati. I grew up with the Reds, National League, back when the pitchers, and you're used to small ball growing up.
Yes.
And up here with softball, you see a lot of the small ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a great weapon to use if you use it the right way. Obviously, there's a time and a place, and you obviously want to make sure that your team understands how to do it when it's called upon.
First pitch to Brooklyn Kelly was low and outside for ball number 1. Audrey Miller winds and fires. Outside corner, strike number 1.
That was, when Sarah got into the travel realm of things before I was coaching, that's what I was always thankful for. Her first set of coaches, every player learned how to play the outfield. Every player knew how to bunt. It didn't matter what they did.
Now the 1-1 pitch swung on and missed on a low outside pitch. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brooklyn Kelly walked her first time and scored on a ground out by Ava Williams. Now the 1-2 pitch from Audrey Miller. Oh, it comes out of her hand awkwardly. Hits the turf, no harm done. Now the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
She definitely has a nasty changeup. Just has to locate that thing because that's a big speed disparity with that pitch.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Just high for ball number 3. Again, Kelly walked her first time up, came around to score. Now she has a count in her favor at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hear the dugout over there on the third base side with the Rockets getting after it. Foul ball back over towards the baseball diamond. Count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Pirate fans quick to call timeout over there on the baseball field.
Don't want no interference with a stinking softball in their field. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out number 2 here in the bottom of the third. Kelly just a tick behind that one.
Yeah. Yeah, and that all comes with, Miller, even though that changeup with that big speed disparity, it doesn't have to be a strike.
Sure.
It can still be very impactful. Seeing that slow pitch, then she's looking for it, and it throws your timing off.
Steps in Braxton Nielsen. Outside corner, strike number 1. 5 strikeouts now on the day for Audrey Miller. 3 in a row, dating back to the 2nd inning. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and dribbled out to second. Second baseman picks it up, fires it. She gets her foot down. She does. Nice job there by Kalea Glazier to bail out her second baseman, Addie Kaufman, on a high throw. She gets up, catches it, comes back down just in time for out number 3. And after 3, 2-1 Conotton Valley. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season and make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley, top of the 4th inning. Garaway trails Conotton Valley 2-1. First batter into the ball game, or first batter into the plate this inning is number 13, True Tango. She swings and misses at the first offering from Maddie Kelly. For strike number 1, Tango struck out her first time up. This time she gets the bat on the ball right back to Kelly. She fields and throws. On to first for out number 1.
Yeah, did a good job putting the bat on the ball. Unfortunately, the swing kind of stopped. And like I said, it probably feels a little bit better than a strikeout, so that's an improvement from the last at bat.
Absolutely. As Audrey Miller steps in, the pitcher, she had an RBI triple her first time up. Now Kelly winds and delivers. Outside corner, strike number 1. Miller getting it done in the circle today and at the plate. Like I said, RBI triple her first time up. 6 strikeouts on the day in the circle for the Pirate pitcher. Now the 0-1 pitch. Down and outside for ball number 1. Count is now even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kylie LaCroix on deck for the Lady Pirates with Nadia Pope in the hole. Outside for ball number 2. We're talking about the Division 7 district, of course, tournament action coming up. I think the draw's coming up pretty soon.
I think it's Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah. It's here. I mean, that time is obviously it's first weekend of May is next weekend, so it'll be starting.
Ball's going to be popped up, and it's going to get out of play over towards the baseball diamond again. Runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the East District here in Division 7, where Conotton Valley is, Strasburg is. So, they're probably on a collision course maybe for the, if things play out the way we think it's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the winner of that, of course, will go on to the regionals, and we'll see what happens this year. Outside for ball number 3.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what teams change. I mean, I don't know how much it'll be, but you figure you go from having 4 divisions to 7. I'm assuming at the regional level, some of those schools that we maybe have seen in the past, they could fall into that Division 6,
Line shot down third base. Great job by Frudig to fire on to first and get her. Heck of a play there by Jenica Frudig to snag a hard hit there by Audrey Millard and gets her out at first. That put out goes 5-3, but great defensive play over there by Frudig.
Great defensive play because it took that high hop off the turf, which makes it that much harder because when you're used to playing on dirt, those balls stay down.
Yeah.
And that was head level there. So
that was on dirt. That'd have been a base hit.
Yes.
Skips to the plate for ball number 1. But, yeah, regional is going to be interesting to see where Portsmouth Notre Dame, I believe they're still Division 7. If I'm talking to Tom Spidell last spring when they played them out in Pickerington, he said they're actually smaller than us. So they're going to be probably right there outside corner, strike number 1 to Kylie LaCroix. But, with the different divisions, you just never know.
You really don't. We're blessed in this area. There's a lot of good softball teams that play right here in this area, and that's why sometimes the hardest thing to do is to get out of this district, and then that's why you can have success once you've gotten out of this area.
Yeah, it's loaded here in this area. Of course, some other teams having some great years. Tusky Valley still undefeated on the season. Swing and a miss. And that's going to do it for the Lady Pirates here in the top of the 4th inning. They still trail 2-1. Back with the bottom of the 4th after this with Big Z Sports.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Don't miss the buy one, get one free paint sale April 21st through 26th at Keim Home Center and Keim Mount Hope Hardware. Transform your indoor and outdoor spaces this spring with best look interior and exterior paints. Our experts are here to help you make the selections you need to bring your project to life. Visit us at both Keim Home Center in Charm and Keim Mount Hope Hardware April 21st through 26th for our buy one, get one free paint sale.
Bottom of the 4th inning, back here at Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Adam Soweski in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios as Ava Williams fouls off the first pitch from Audrey Miller to go behind in the count. No balls and 1 strikes. 2-1. Conotton Valley leads here, bottom of the 4th over Garaway. Now the 0-1 pitch. Going to be low for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Isn't it funny? We're in the midst of one of those games where all the scoring was there right there in the first inning.
Yep.
One of the runs was unearned. One was on basically a bad hop, not a bad hop, but just a lot of spin on the ball.
Ball's going to be grounded down the third base line, and that's going to get down the line for a base hit. And the runner's going to go all the way to second on a double. Nice run there by Ava Williams as she saw the left fielder just getting to the ball as she was touching first, and she took it and downshifted and went into second base standing up with a double.
Yeah, I would say there was no hesitation there. She did a good job finding the ball, seeing where it was at, and, she knew that she would be able to get into second very easily on that hit.
Going to bring in number 14, Maddie Kelly, the pitcher. She grounded out to the third baseman, but has an RBI as she knocked in Braxton Nielsen her first time up. Out at the plate for strike number 1. Beautiful hit, though, by Ava Williams. A hard shot down that third base line, and I think it caught the third baseman by surprise. It got on her so quick.
it did get there quick.
Lila Williams on deck for the Lady Rockets. Going to be in off the turf for ball number 1 as Ava Williams got a big secondary lead out there.
Audrey's still doing a good job keeping the ball low, keeping all of her pitches down, which obviously that was a hard ground ball to third, but that was on a low pitch, so you're going to keep the ball out of the air that way. Oh, that's the worst feeling in baseball or softball. I don't care what you're playing.
Off your foot, off your ankle, off your shin, whatever it is. Yeah, it does not feel good. As Maddie Kelly now behind in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I saw one. I was watching the Guardians game, and one went off Nolan Jones's knee.
Oh,
a foul ball. I'm like, there's no way. David had to just take me to the hospital.
Change up in the dirt for ball number 2. There's certain places on your body you don't want a ball to hit, and your knee is one of them for sure.
Yeah.
Or the ankle bone. Oh,
yeah.
Or a little higher maybe. We don't want anything up there. Catchers, I feel bad for catchers sometimes.
Yes.
Man comes back and gets them. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Kelly. Fouls it off to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes still to count on Kelly. Lila Williams on deck. Jenica Frudig in the hole for the Lady Rockets.
Yeah, Miller and Kelly, they've had good battles on each side. Obviously, Miller at the plate had a good battle with Kelly on the mound, and now they're returning in each other's favor.
Now the 2-2 pitch again. Change up in the dirt. Runner to third, and she got her at third. Great throw there by Sophia Connor, and Kayla Miller laid the tag on Ava Williams, who actually overslid the bag. Could have got tagged coming back to the bag, but she got her as she was going to the bag, so that's going to be a caught stealing, and that'll go 2-5 on the putout.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird sequence because when the tag was placed on her, she wasn't down yet. It was almost like she didn't slide really when she wanted to. That was weird.
Maddie Kelly has a full count on her at the plate now. 1 out here at the bottom of the 4th. Payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the baseball diamond. It hits the fence right over there by one we talked about earlier, Jordan Hartzler.
Yeah, update from the baseball game. Garaway leads that 1-0. That's looks like the bottom of the 2nd inning. Actually, top of the 3rd. A total of 4 hits in that game.
Ball's going foul again over there. Heads up as Chad Speedy freaks out, thinking the ball's going to hit him. That's kind of funny reaction. He's over there leaning against the fence and hits the concrete about 10 feet from him, and he freaks out. Payoff pitch going to be low for ball number 4 as Maddie Kelly draws the walk from Audrey Miller. Bringing in Lila Williams, the catcher. She struck out her first time to end the 1st inning.
From the coaching standpoint, there's good walks in softball games, and that was a good walk. That was a good battle.
That's a great segue because I was going to ask you later in the game. Was it Wednesday night? We did the Dover Indian Valley game. Very back and forth game, 1-0, 1-1, and then Malk hit a grand slam. So come up with the bases loaded. I turn and look at Aaron Stump and said, going to be outside as they throw down to try to get to Kelly, and she is safe, so it's going to be ball number 1 to Williams. But I turn and as Jenna Malk was walking to the plate, I said, Aaron, would you walk her right here? And he said, I don't think I would. You'd give him the lead. I'm like, it'd be better than a grand slam, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And then first pitch, it was out of here.
Yep, and I can tell you firsthand, just because I've been around Jenna and I know the type of player she is, and that's if I was in that position, I would have walked her.
Yeah.
Because she had already hit and won.
Yeah. A bomb, too.
Yeah,
It was an absolute bomb. That ball is going to be fouled off down the first base line for strike number 1 to Lila Williams. She's ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike, but it was an absolute missile, a home run. It was about, the fence is 4 feet tall. It was probably 5.5 feet off the ground. And if the center fielder would have been able to get back there, she'd have caught it. But, dude, it was an absolute missile. Again, another foul ball back to the baseball diamond. That got into the stands there. Hopefully everybody's okay over there.
Yeah.
But then I asked one head coach, Dusty Braun, after the game. I said, "Hey, coach, did you think about that walking her?" And he's like, "I did." And I said, "It's a regular season game. I'm not gonna worry about it."
That's true.
Oh, nice job there by Lila Williams to just get a piece of that when she committed to a changeup and was able to get a piece of it to foul it off to stay alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Audrey Miller got the command on that changeup, and it was definitely in the zone. And but like you said, Lila Williams did a great job just putting the bat on it. Lived to see another pitch.
2-2 pitch down in the right field for a base hit as Maddie Kelly motors around second to third, and she's going to be in there. Nice heads-up base running 2 on the back end by Lila Williams as she gets to second on the throw. So a 1-out single, and the runner moves up to third base is Kelly. Lila Williams gets up to second on the throw to third. So we'll give her a single.
That was a cannon from right field, though.
Yes,
I mean, that ball was there. It was just a little offline. It was there.
Kylia LaCroix plays right field for the Pirates, and she brought that ball back in a hurry. Jenica Frudig steps in with 2 runners on now at second and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouled off at the plate for strike number 1. But, you live and learn in situations like that. We were talking about Jenna Malk in Dover, is if you don't walk her, she hits the grand slam. But turn around the next inning as, their pitcher Shelby Gossett come up and hit a 3-run homer of herself. Got her right back in the game.
Got her up, yeah.
And so it was a great game back and forth and great coaching there as well. Inside, as they're going to throw down to try to get to Kelly. Sophia Connor not shy to throw the ball down to the bases to try to get runners.
No, not at all.
She has a good arm.
Yeah, and you got to do stuff like that. If you can get a free out, you might as well take the shot.
Going to be a bloop to the second baseman. Going to pick it up. She cannot grab the handle on it, and that's going to be that was going to be a tough play anyway. I'm going to give Jenica Frutig a single on that and an RBI. That was going to be a tough play for the second baseman to come up with that as the runner, Lila Williams, gets over to third. Now it's a 3-1 ball game for Conotton Valley with the lead here in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, I don't think that play, even if she comes up clean, I don't know that play is made. That's just one of those, as a pitcher, that's one of those annoying hits.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that can be done because it hung in the air just long enough.
So Miley Gallagher steps in, the left fielder. She grounded back to the pitcher her first time up. Runners on the corners. Swinging a foul ball back behind it. Ooh, hit something back there.
That was the dugout.
That was the dugout.
Yeah.
Better than a car. And I must say, over at Dover Park, people are brave to park as close to those fields as they do.
Yes.
I'm parking like 3 fields down and nothing going on in that field that I park in front of. Not that I have a fancy car. I just don't want to replace a windshield. Outside for ball number 1.
Yeah, there's one of the, Claxon, some of their, Logan McPeak.
Yeah.
I've had to coach him a couple times. He went to, we were at a game out at Garaway, and he parked basically right behind the home dugout. I'm like, what are you doing? And then we go to Dover, and he's parked right over there by the hitting net at the baseball field. I said, do you just not care about windshields?
Outside corner for strike number 2 as Jenica Frutig moves up to second base on the pitch. Yeah, some kids just need to learn sometimes.
Yep. I try to help, but, if he keeps doing it, it's like, he'll figure it out eventually.
Give his dad a call and say, hey, tell him to park away. Ball's going to be driven to second base. Nice catch there by the second baseman, Addie Kaufman, for out number 2 here as the runners stay put. Going to bring in Gretchen Rowley now. She struck out her first time up. Runners on second and third with 2 outs now, bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, Pirates definitely want to get out of this inning. Leave it a 2-run game. You don't want to let them score a couple more here.
Big thanks to our sponsors, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Keim Home Center, and Right Mark Roofing. First pitch to Rowley. She's going to try to bunt, and it goes foul. Just out of the reach of the catcher. So strike 1 to Rowley. Again, she struck out her first time up.
And there's that small ball. It's peeking its head out there a little bit.
It's saying, hey, I'm a run down here. Trying to get me in. But it is 3-1 now. Conotton Valley leads over Garaway. Been a good fast-paced game. Pitchers duel. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Gretchen Rowley. Ariana Spano on deck. And back to the top of the order with Brooklyn Kelly if they can get that far. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and fouled off at the plate. Just got a piece of it to stay alive.
Yeah, did a good job just to throw the bat out there and live the pitch. We saw that happen not too long ago, and Lila Williams was able to hit that single to right field after she fouled one off. So.
Yes, she did. So Rowley in the hole now at no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch swung on and dribbled to third. She's going to fire it to third. Oh, the runner overthrown at first base. That's going to get 2 runs in as Rowley going to get all the way to third on the throwing error by the third baseman. That was going to be a tough play, but if a good throw would have got her and just out of the reach of the first baseman, Clea Glazier, allows 2 runs to score. And now it is 5-1.
Once again, the importance of just putting the ball in play. That was 10 feet down the line, and she ended up at third base and drove in 2 runs.
So 2 RBIs on the error. E5 on the third baseman, Kayla Miller.
That's another one, Joe, that I think that you could almost rule that an infield single because I don't know that play would have been made.
Well, I'll give you my official scorekeeper. What do you call it?
I would call it a single.
All right,
I would because she was way down the line with that.
Single with a two-base error on the
yes,
okay.
Yes,
good call. And that's going to be dribbled to the shortstop, Tango. She comes up firing, got her at first, and that's going to be out number 3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. But 3 big runs for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets, and after 4, 5-1 Conotton Valley. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
The T-County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. They offer adult and youth boxing classes for kids as young as 7, along with Muay Thai for ages 10 and up, and mixed martial arts. Most classes are held 2 to 3 times per week at the T-County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, and prices start at $60 per month. Remember, your first session of any class is always free at the T-County Boxing Academy, where serious athletes train.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley, top of the 5th inning. Garaway trails 5-1 to the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Nadia Pope, Zoe Jump, and Sophia Connor to face Maddie Kelly as she pops it up as Kelly calls it and makes the catch just short of the foul line there down the first base line for out number 1. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Yeah, that's about as efficient as you can get.
Yeah. Going to bring up Zoe Jump. She struck out her first time up. Sophia Connor on deck, the catcher, wearing some retro Jordans as cleats. Inside corner strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike now to Jump. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off back behind us.
No casualties on that foul ball.
Nope. So no balls and 2 strikes to Jump. Again, she struck out her first time, so she's 0 for 1 on the day. Kelly gets her sign, rocks, and delivers. Just down for ball number 1.
Good pitch there by Maddie Kelly being up in the count 0-2. Throw something out of the zone. Close, but out of the zone.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Jump, or to Jump. Ooh. Strike 3 called on the corner, apparently, as Jump gets caught looking for out number 2 here in the top of the 5th inning. It's going to bring in number 00, Sophia Connor, the catcher, the freshman. She struck out her first time up. 10 strikeouts already for Maddie Kelly. Swing and a miss for strike number 1.
I'm kind of shocked that the baseball players haven't returned the favor of the foul balls yet.
I know, right? Maybe they're just striking out or not. Nobody's making contact, apparently. So Connor in the hole now. Oh, no balls, 1 strike. Now no balls and 2 strikes as she comes up empty on that swing. And now the 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled off. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes.
Had a good cut on that one. Must have got pretty close to somebody because her reaction to that foul ball was like, oh, wow.
Kelly gets her sign. Now she rocks and fires. Pops up again back behind us. She's making contact. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful facility out here, Adam. It
really is.
This school district has to be proud. Football field just up on the hill here. 2 turf, softball, baseball diamond. Beautiful facility. Swung on and driven out to left center field. The center fielder under it, and Spano makes the catch for out number 3, and that's going to do it for the Pirates here in the top of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Conotton Valley leads 5-1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
With us tonight, got to be on our best behavior when he's here. And we're in our Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Sometimes he causes more trouble than we do.
I would say more importantly, one of our sponsors is right behind us.
Absolutely, we gotta behave tonight as we're out here at softball action, high school sports, and we appreciate all of our sponsors: Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Keim Home Center, and Right Mark Roofing. And if it wasn't for our sponsors, Adam, we would not be sitting here.
No,
right now.
absolutely not. And we're very blessed to have as many sponsors support what we do for every season of high school sports.
Brooklyn Kelly steps in, change up. You know, I want you to talk about it. I know you don't like talk. We just found out today, but. A nice award was presented to Big Z Sports and you today from the East District in the OHSAA.
Yeah. Obviously, not really something we need to see or really strive to see, but it's very much appreciated that what we're doing as a group is being recognized by the entire East District, and very thankful for that. And it just shows that people enjoy what they see in the product we're putting out there.
Absolutely. The 2-0 pitch going to try to bunt, and she pulls back just in time. If I remember right, let me pull up your text really fast. You sent out a text earlier today and said it was the East District Sportsmanship, Ethics, and Integrity Media Service Award for 2025. So that's hats off to everybody involved with Big Z Sports.
Absolutely. And that's what when I was talking to the IVC commish, Mr. Don Spinell, he goes, well, I told him how I'd like to have the Big Z logo in place of just, an individual. And he goes, well, do you have a team picture? I said, Don, if I had everybody,
30 of us.
I was going to say, if I had everybody that helps out, I said we would need to have a pieced together photo because we're not all fitting in one spot.
He drops the bunt downfield, throws, and gets her at first as she's going to try to get to third. Nice job by Brooklyn Kelly to get all the way to third on that sacrifice bunt by Braxton Nielsen. That putout goes 5-3, but Kelly heads up base running all the way to third on the bunt.
That shows you how fast Brooke Kelly is, because that bunt was laid down perfectly, but it was fielded clean. The play was clean, and there wasn't really even a play at third to try to get her out.
Now Ava Williams steps in. She is 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. In fact, she knocked in Kelly the first time up today on a ground out, so she fouls the first pitch back. But big thanks to the East District for honoring Big Z Sports on that award, Adam. And I know everybody involved, whether it be a stringer all the way up to you. Everybody works hard and puts in effort every single time we're out.
Yes, absolutely. Take pride in what we do, and that's everybody. So, it's, like I said, very much appreciated, and we'll just continue to keep doing better. Keep doing even better. So
better and improve every time out, and that's all you can ask for. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ava Williams. Again, RBI on the day, 1 for 2. Swung on and driven out to center field, and that's going to get it drops out of the glove of the center fielder. That's going to get a run in, and that's going to make it 6-1 as the center fielder, Krista Miller, had it go in and out of her glove as she was coming up to the fence. That was going to be a tough catch as she was trying to watch for the fence, not run into the fence and catch the softball, and it did pop out of her glove, but a run scores to make it 6-1. Tough break there for the Pirates.
Yeah, absolutely. Williams definitely got a chunk of that. When it came off the bat, I thought it was gone.
Yeah, she got a big chunk. That's going to bring in Maddie Kelly now. Going to be belt high, but it's called a strike to Maddie Kelly. She has a run scored, a walk, an RBI as well. Maddie Kelly getting it done at the plate today and, of course, in the circle. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and driven to shortstop. Picked and fired out at first. Great job there by True Tango to fire on to Clea Glazier for out number 2 and held the runner at second.
Yeah, she did a great job giving a quick look, but didn't interfere with her play whatsoever. Made a nice hard throw to first base, and I don't think the runner at second took 3 steps off the bag because she knew that there was nowhere she was going.
Now Lila Williams, the catcher, steps up. First pitch to her is going to be fouled off and out of play. Williams on the day is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Struck out her first time up looking to end the first.
You can see that it's the third time through these Rocket hitters are feeling a little bit more confident coming to the plate now.
So no balls and 1 strike to Lila Williams. Runner on second, that's Ava Williams, her sister. Outside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. I never had siblings to play sport. My brother's 11 years older than me, and I have 2 sisters in between us, and I never had siblings to play a sport with, so that's got to be pretty cool.
It's got to be, yeah. My brother was 8 years younger than me, so yeah, we most certainly didn't play any sports together.
No. If you did, then that wasn't a fair game. It's probably just in a driveway.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Fouled off for strike number 2. You see a lot of sisters.
You got the Kelly sisters that they get to play together for 1 year, so that's cool.
And then at Indian Valley, you got a law firm. You go Gossett, Paul, and Paul.
Yeah.
And it's just like Aaron and I were having fun with that the other night. But it's great to see sisters playing together or brothers.
Yes, for sure.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a foul. She held on to it, and that's going to be out number 3. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, but a run scored makes Conotton Valley now leading 6-1 over Garaway. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Wendy's fully refreshed taco salad is the perfect salad for those who hear the word salad and say, I'd rather have a taco. Because this salad isn't just a salad. It's as if a taco and a salad had an on-again, off-again situationship that got him on a reality TV show for tacos and salads that are in love. What I'm trying to say is Wendy's taco salad has tortilla strips, zesty dressing, and a whole lot of chili. For a fresh take on a classic, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Football fans, get ready. Hi, this is Noah with Big Brothers Big Sisters. The NFL Big Draft Party is happening Thursday, April 24th at Shenanigans in Dover from 7 to 9 p.m. Join us for a night of fun, prizes, and great food, all in support of Big Brothers Big Sisters. Enjoy the Mentor Green Drink, exciting giveaways, and Dine to Donate fundraiser, where 10% of proceeds help local youth mentoring programs. Plus, sign up as a mentor and score a Big Brothers Big Sisters football jersey. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars. April 24th at Shenanigans in Dover.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Adam Soweski in our Hartford's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Top of the 6th inning. Garaway trails 6-1 to the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. They're going to have 9, 1, and 2. Glazier, Miller, and Miller. That could be a law firm as well.
Yes, some more sisters there, right?
Yes, yep, absolutely. Yeah. And there's a few Millers in the starting lineup for the Lady Pirates, but we're going to have Clea Glazier, and then Krista Miller, and then Kayla Miller, the first 3 True Tango, if they can get that far. Now the first pitch by Maddie Kelly, swung on and missed. So the Steelers do not have a pick tonight, right?
No.
Second and third round or just second?
I think
second,
it's just
third.
a second.
Yeah.
I think it's just a second.
0-1 pitch. Going to be driven out to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Nice hit there by Clea Glazier. She has been on the pitches all night, and she finally lines one into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, she kind of let the bat do the work there. That's I've mentioned that a few times Didn't try to kill the ball, just put the bat on the ball, and look what happened. It goes into left field, and she gets a base hit.
Now you flip back to the top of the order as Krista Miller steps in. She singled her first time out, lined out to the second baseman. She has scored the lone run by the Pirates. It's going to be outside for ball number 1. Kayla Miller on deck. True Tango in the hole. And Audrey Miller if they can get to her. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and right back to Kelly. Going to try 2 on to second and on to first. Safe at first base as Krista Miller was hustling down that line, but they do get the force out. Great play there by Maddie Kelly up the middle to fire to second. The shortstop, Brooklyn Kelly, her sister, fielded it, threw it, almost got the double play.
What a play. That was, and Miller was getting down the line, and I thought there was still a chance they were going to be able to turn it.
So bring in Kayla Miller now. Another line shot up the middle. It's going to be fielded by the second baseman. She flips onto the shortstop as Nielsen says, nope, Kelly, you take it for out number 2 as Kayla Miller forces her sister out at second base.
That's one of those plays where I think as a coach you'd much rather just see the second baseman just step on it.
Yeah.
Take away that flip because that flip is where you run into the ball squirting out.
That's going to bring up the shortstop, True Tango. Outside for ball number 1. True is 0 for 2 on the day. She struck out and grounded back to Maddie Kelly in the circle. 6-1, top of the 6th inning.
Umbrellas are starting to pop up.
I don't feel a thing.
No, me neither.
That's going to be high and inside for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes.
In an effort to save the tent, I did put the our rope to hold the back of the tent right by our producer. So,
oh, great.
Yeah.
He's going to hold on to it, push the button and everything for us.
I looked all over the grounds here. Obviously, it's so well kept. There's nothing laying around. I was looking for something with some weight, and I came up empty. So
2 balls, 1 strike to Tango. She gets a bat on it, going to flip it out to center field, and that's going to be caught by the center fielder, Spano, and that's going to do it for the top of the 6th inning. A runner left, and after 5.5, Conotton Valley leads 6-1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Located right off 39 east of Sugar Creek Cartage Company is a family-owned and operated business since 1953 and are looking for qualified Class A CDL flatbed drivers. They offer competitive pay and great benefits like paid family insurance at no cost to employees. At Sugar Creek Cartage Company, they are big on family comes first and you are more than just a number. Contact Ashley Rodocker Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30 at 330-852-2213. Go Pirates!
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Adam Zaweski here in the bottom of the 6th inning as the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets are back at the plate. Jenica Frudig, first pitch swung on and missed. We're going to have 6, 7, and 8. Frudig, Gallagher, and Rowley here in the bottom of the 6th with the Rockets up 6-1. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled at the plate.
Lady Pirates did a great job there in the top of the 6th. I saw their approach changed at the plate, and they went to just trying to put the bat on the ball, and I thought they did a phenomenal job of it. Unfortunately, those balls were just falling into gloves.
Sure.
And sometimes that will happen, but it sure beats going up there and striking out or, nothing productive coming from your at bat.
Sure. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 pitch. Outside corner, strike 3, out number 1.
Still 1-0 Garaway over at the baseball field. That game's in the bottom of the 4th inning.
So my wife just texted me, who's in Sugar Creek, which is a good 40 minutes from here, and she says, get ready, it's pouring here at home.
Perfect.
Great. That gives us plenty of time to get in the car because that storm will take a minute to get here.
It should. At least or it could go north.
It could. It could.
Yeah.
First pitch to Gallagher going to be low for ball number 1. Oop, lights come on. Going to be ground ball to Tango at short. She fires on the first for out number 2. 6-3 on the put out for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Gretchen Rowley, who is 1 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs on a single.
I will say that when the lights came on, after just looking at my phone, I'm glad it was the lights. Because I instantly thought it was something else.
Yep, well, we don't say that word right now. We'll try to get through the next inning and a half or see if we can get through this. Gretchen Rowley steps in. 2 RBIs on the day. A single her first time or second time up. Got 2 runs in and got the third on the throwing error. Outside for ball number 1.
And I'm sure Mr. Casey Claxon will appreciate if we can get that, especially that those cameras kind of put back in their bag and not, having to fight the storms themselves.
Yeah, we don't want to see that. The popped up. First baseman Glazier coming after it. Could not get there. 1 ball and 1 strike now.
How nice. We've talked about the facilities, but these LED lights, I mean, this isn't the only place that has them. But I'm telling you what, when you flip the switch, you instantly have a ton of light.
Oh, yeah.
And it's amazing.
As you may be able to hear on our tent, it is raining pretty good now.
It is.
Hopefully electronics, we're under the cover there. We're good. I may be yelling at you if we didn't have a tent right now. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. Anxious to see, obviously. Oh, there goes my folder. I'll grab that. Oh.
Sitting on it? I'm talking about the rope.
Oh, sitting on the rope.
I can hold the rope.
We're holding ropes and pushing buttons all at the same time here to keep our tent over top of us. It's going to be low.
When I hear that top start to make noise, I know it's starting to gust a little bit, so I figure we'll just I'll hold on to this, and our producer's got plenty to do back there.
Yes, he does, and you're just hanging on the rope, and hopefully you don't fly away with the tent.
Yes.
Started to rain a little harder, now let up a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody's ever got a hit on 2-2-2.
No?
Yeah. See if it happens here. You could see history. I don't know. They called time. I guess waiting for it to rain a little harder.
Yes.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs as Miller gets ready, rocks, and fires. Strike 3 called.
There it is.
Nobody got an out on 2-2-2. That's 3 outs. Headed to the top of the 7th. Conotton Valley up 6-1. Back after this.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Back to Garaway and Conotton Valley here in Bowerston as the first batter is Audrey Miller, and she is even on the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Adam and I were kidding in the off the air there that they are not waiting around. They no warm-up pitches, get up here and get to the plate. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss by Miller, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Audrey Miller on the day, 1 for 2. She had an RBI triple, knocked in the lone run as the stuff starts to blow away.
Yep. And Maddie Kelly with another strikeout there.
So out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. Going to bring in Kylie LaCroix, the right fielder. She struck out twice here today.
And once this game goes final, just so everybody knows, we're going to take the video feed completely off, so then that way we can get the cameras into the bags. We won't be showing the field after the game concludes.
Just hear our good voices, right?
Yes.
Now the 1-0 pitch. High for ball number 2 to LaCroix. Again, she's 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts. Maddie Kelly, 12 strikeouts on the game.
Yeah, she's kind of had complete control of this thing.
Now the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Now 2 balls and 1 strike to LaCroix. Nadia Pope on deck. Zoe Jump in the hole if the Pirates can get to her. Swing and a miss. Runs the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Conotton Valley leads 6-1 on the baseball diamond. It's all tied up at 1. Bottom of the 4th inning over there behind us. Strike 3 called as LaCroix caught looking there on 3rd strike for 2 outs now in the top of the 7th inning. Nadia Pope, the last ditch effort here by the Lady Pirates. Has their last chance here with 2 outs, top of the 7th. Now the first pitch. Outside corner, strike number 1.
Nice off speed there to start her off with and placed it right where she wanted it. Maddie Kelly with a little smile to her catcher when that one landed.
Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up. That's going to be caught by the second baseman, and that's going to do it as the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets knock off Garaway 6-1. Back with our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show after this with Big Z Sports.
As a parent, a high school sports season can be exhausting. From traveling to games, eating on the run, getting to bed late, and oh yeah, still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind, and there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum Watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Don't miss the buy one, get one free paint sale April 21st through 26th at Keim Home Center and Keim Mount Hope Hardware. Transform your indoor and outdoor spaces this spring with best look interior and exterior paints. Our experts are here to help you make the selections you need to bring your project to life. Visit us at both Keim Home Center in Charm and Keim Mount Hope Hardware April 21st through 26th for our buy one, get one free paint sale.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley and our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. Joe Geckler, Adam Soweski, as the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets knock off the Garaway Pirates 6-1. Good pitchers matchup, and the Lady Rockets just scored some late runs there to push this game over the top, 6-1. But great pitching by Maddie Kelly, great pitching by Audrey Miller, and the Rockets just came out on top and improved to 17-1.
Yeah, and I think the Pirates learned a lot in this game. I mentioned it in the last inning, and their approach really changed facing Maddie Kelly, and they went to just trying to put the bat on the ball. And when they did that, the ball was getting in play. Unfortunately, it just wasn't dropping. So there's positivity that they can grow from on that when they face another Maddie Kelly style pitcher.
Absolutely, and Maddie Kelly, 14 strikeouts on the day in the circle for the Lady Rockets. Great job there by the senior pitcher, Maddie Kelly. And, of course, big thanks to all the hospitality out here for Conotton Valley. Eddie Marsh does a great job as athletic director and getting things ready for us and have an ideal setup for us here in Big Z Sports. And going to name our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Adam, I'll let you do that today.
Yeah, we're going to go with the freshman Brooklyn Kelly. She, with her speed on the base paths, I mean, like obviously the stat line, she walked a couple times, but her speed, she scored 2 runs, kind of set the tone early on, and defensively, she was lights out there at shortstop. So freshman Brooklyn Kelly's going to win our McInturf Realty Player of the Game.
Absolutely. The other Kelly this time.
Yeah.
The first time I did Conotton Valley, it was her sister with the no-hitter against the defending state champs.
Yes.
So you had to give it to her for that. But Brooklyn Kelly did her job tonight and got the win there for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. And that's going to do it. Big thanks to Claxon Communications for all the great sound and video today here at Conotton Valley. And we will see you again. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel tonight as well for the invite over at the Indian Valley Track and Field, as they have an invite, the Dave Bell invite, legacy invite over there. You can check that out on our YouTube channel as well. For Adam Soweski and the Claxon Communications crew, I'm Joe Geckler saying so long, everybody. See you next time at the Diamond.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.